Okay, so today we're continuing our devotional series on the Apostles' Creed, and we get to the part that says we believe in God the Father Almighty, creator of heaven and earth. So we're going to talk about God as creator. And the very first thing I want to really say about God as creator is that when the church, when the people of God speak of God as a creator, we are not espousing any kind of scientific theory about how God put the universe and the world together. In fact, the people of God throughout the history of the church and Judaism have believed all kinds of things about how the universe was made, how the world was made, how humankind was made. When we call God the creator of heaven and earth, we are not talking about how he created, but the fact that he did create. And this is related to the first video where I said believing in God is a statement about what kind of universe you believe you're living in. And as Christians, and along with our Jewish brothers and sisters, we believe in a universe that is characterized by order and symmetry and beauty and purpose. And in fact, even in secular America, secular Western world, you can't even hardly maneuver within the scientific endeavor without using language that implies that the universe is here for a reason, that it's here on purpose. So just take, for example, a botanist discovering a new plant, and they began to look at all of its structure and all its various parts. They cannot help but ask things like, what function is this for? Why is this here? What is its purpose? All of that kind of language implies that the flower has been designed, that its various parts play a role, an intended role, that they have a purpose, that they have and that can only happen as the result of something being designed on purpose, that this flower has a structural reason for existing. Even when we talk about the ecosystem, and when we talk about the ecosystem, we ask questions like, what role do these insects or this particular species play? And that implies that this symmetry, this order, the structure that we find, this balance, is there on purpose. And to lose it is something of a catastrophe or diminishment. And so when we talk about God as creator, we mean not so much, we're not talking about how something happened, but why something happened. Why is the universe beautiful? Why is it symmetrical? Why does it have purpose? Why does it seem to have design? Now, we're not denying that it has chaos, that sometimes there's meaningless things that seem to happen. We mean only that the preponderance, that the overwhelming majority of what we see is symmetry, beauty, balance, and what seems to reflect an intelligent mind that gives purpose. Now, that does not strip away from the suffering and the chaos and the entropy that we do find in the world, and beautifully, the Bible describes this beautifully. The Bible has a very nuanced way of talking about the world. It at once says that the world is a very good place, yet it's also profoundly broken. And though said in kind of a simplistic, almost primitive way at the very beginning of the heart of the biblical story, that idea is sophisticated enough that as we begin to explore our world and our universe by the scientific method, what we find comports very well with what the Bible would teach us to expect to find when exploring the universe. A universe that is beautiful and ordered and symmetrical, and yet one that is racked by some amount of chaos and disorder. And yet we cannot help but believe that this universe was designed with a purpose that is being carried out, though we cannot always see the fine threads of how that story is being worked. We believe that the story is going somewhere. And that story is being directed with purpose and by one who loves this universe, designed this universe, and keeps it by his providential care.